In this, I will be showing you how to extend from event emitter. Previously, we have seen about this event module which will be returning this event emitter class. And after that, we have created instance for the class and we are able to emit the events as well as we are able to respond to that events. But in Node.js, we can also create custom classes which will be extending event emitter class, which means we can create the child class that will be the custom class which can be inherited from the parent class, and that is event emitter class. Practically, let us start. Only then you will be able to understand this concept. So here I will be creating the file course.js. I will close this. Inside this, I will create the class course. Okay, this is nothing but JavaScript ES6 classes. As I mentioned, if you are not aware, just have a glance on this ES6 classes. You will be having the link in the description. But if you are already aware, then it will be easy for you to understand this concept. Inside this, I will be passing this constructor method, and inside this class, I want one property registration count. So here I will write this dot registration count. Initially, I am not having any students, so I will give 0. Inside this, I can also add my own methods. So here I will write register student. Inside this method, what I want to do, I just want to increase the count by 1. I will copy, paste it here. Each and every time when student is registering, I just want to increase the count by 1. Then after that, I will be creating one more method, display total registration. So using this, what I want to display, how many students I am having, that count I just have to display. I will write student registration. I will write here log. Inside this, I'm just going to write this message, total registration. And my total registration is stored inside this dot register student. So whatever value I will be having for this, I just want to display whenever I call this method. So this is nothing but ES6 class. Now this class I have to use in other files. So what I will do, I'm just going to export this class, and I am having only one class. So here I can use module.exports, and inside this I'm just going to assign my class course. Okay, simple. This is nothing but ES6 class inside which I am having one property register count. Then I have created these two methods. Now here I will be creating another file. I will give the file name as extending.js. Inside this I have to require the module, and this is nothing but local module because I have created this course.js. So I have to give dot slash, which will be representing the same folder, and then I have to import this required. And whatever value I am having, I'm just going to assign to this variable. I will simply give the variable as course. And using this, I'm just returning the class. So that is the reason I'm using C. And in module caching, we have already understood how to export and import classes. Below this, I will write here const. I will write course register. This is nothing but my object. I will pass this new operator, and then I'm just going to call this class. Okay, simple enough. I have created the class, exported the class, imported the class, and created object from that class. Now on this object, whatever methods I am having here, I can easily call those methods. So here course register dot register student. Below this I can write course register dot display total registration. Now I will open terminal. I will just clear this. Now I'm just going to run node extending.js. As soon as I hit enter, Okay, it is returning me this complete function. Let me just come here. Inside this display count, here I'm just returning this entire method. Instead, I just want to display this property. So here I will write this dot registration count. Now I will run again. Now if you see, I am having total registration 1. Why I am getting 1? Because using this register student, I have just increased the value of register count by 1. And when I display this, I am having the result 1. Now again, I will just call this register count, save, run this application. Now total registration is 2. So successfully, I am able to create the class as well as whatever methods I am having inside the class, I am able to invoke those methods. Okay, this is fine. This is normal JavaScript ES6 classes, but I do not want this one. Instead, I just want to handle this course registration using our event-driven architecture in Node.js, and that we can achieve using event module, and the solution for that is using the concept of inheritance. So I will come inside this course.js. First, what we have to do, we have to require our module. Inside this, I will give the prefix node. Then I will be passing events. Here, let me write require. And then this entire value, I'm just going to assign to this event emitter. Now this event emitter is nothing but it is the parent class. Now what I just want all the properties and methods which are available inside the parent class to inherit to the child class. So here what we will be doing, we will write extends keyword and it will be extending from this event emitter class. Very simple. Simply we have included this node module and whatever properties and methods we are having, we are just extending those to this course class. So here event emitter is the parent class and this course is the child class. Now this course will be having access to all the properties and methods which are available inside this event emitter class. It is not the end. Once we are extending inside this constructor, we will be passing this super keyword. Once we pass this, whatever properties and methods we have inside event emitter, we get access inside this child class. And this ES6 classes were introduced in ECMAScript 6, that is ES 2015. So now what this inheritance will be doing, it will just allow us to use this course registration class as if it was our event emitter class. So what I will do, I am just going to emit the event inside this register student. Below this, I will be writing this dot emit. Previously, what we did, whatever instance we created, on that instance, we have used the emit. But now here, using the class, we have created the instance, that is, we have created the object. So here, this dot emit will be referring to the object which we have created using the class. Do not get confused. This dot emit will be referring to the object which we have created using this class. So directly on that object, I'm just using this emit. Same thing what we have done earlier, but now instead of directly passing the object name, we are using this dot emit. And inside this, I will be passing the event name. I will write registration. Same thing. And also I will be passing here student name and then I will be passing course name. Now same parameters I will copy and inside this I'm just going to pass. Very simple. We are just emitting this registration event along with this student name and course name as its parameters. Now once it is done, once we have emitted, what we have to do? We have to listen for the events. So I'll come here. Inside this, we have already created the instance. So above this, I'm just going to write this course register dot on. Inside this, my event name is registration. I will write a registration. Now inside this callback function, I will pass here student name. Okay, these are my parameters. Then I will be passing this course name. Then what I want, as soon as this event is emitted, inside this, I just want to display this message. So here I will write new registration, and then here I will be writing student name as well as course name. Okay, directly I have created the instance for my course class, and as soon as this register student is fired, inside this I am just emitting this event. Once I have emitted, here I am just listening for the event, and while registering I am just calling the name of the student. First I will write Khanam, and second course I will be writing Node.js. Second I will be writing Ria, and course I will be writing JavaScript. Now I will save. I will just run my application, open terminal. As soon as I hit enter, you can see first time I am registering the student where I am having name as Khanam and course is Node.js. Second time I am registering name is Ria and course is JavaScript, and my total registration is 2. I know as a beginner this might be confusing, but if you're aware of JavaScript ES6 classes, then easily you can understand this example. To practice even more, let us write one more example. So now we will work on email service module. So what we have to do? First, inside this, I will be creating one file. I will write email service.js. Inside this, I will create the class email service. I do not want any property. So if I do not want any property, I do not want to use constructor method. Directly, I will be using this method, send welcome email. Again, inside this, I will be passing student name as well as I will be passing course name. Here I will log the message sending welcome email to student name for course. Okay, simple class we have created. Below this, I just have to export this class. Module.export is equal to email service. Next, what I will do, I will just come to this extending.js. So here I will be writing required. Inside this, I will be passing the file path, and this entire thing I'm just going to assign to this variable. I will just write here const email service is equal to. Now for this, I'm just going to create the instance const email service is equal to new email service. Okay, very simple. I have just created another class, but what I want to do inside this event listener itself, once the registration is complete, I just want to send this welcome email. So instead of directly extending, here inside this listener itself, I will be writing email service dot send welcome email. Then I will be passing this student name and course name. I will copy and here I am going to paste. I will open terminal. As soon as I hit enter, you can see new registration Khanam, that is for Node.js course, and sending welcome email to Khanam for Node.js course. Again new registration is Ria, then again for Ria they are sending the welcome mail, and finally I am having two registrations. One more time I will copy. Here I will write Rima. Here I will be writing React.js. Save it, open terminal, run this. Now you can see total number of registration is 3. First, I am having Khanam. They are sending the welcome mail. Second, I am having Ria. Welcome mail. Third, I am having Rima. So welcome mail. This is how we will be using event modules in Node.js, and we will be extending event modules to other classes. Just take your time and understand this concept, because using this event module concept, you can create amazing applications in JavaScript. Because most of the built-in module in Node.js like FS module, Streams module, HTTP module, So in this way, they will be extending from event emitter class. So it is very important you understand this. Just take your time to understand before proceeding with the next lecture.